is like rusted solid, so that's cool. This early type of carb is called a WCFB. That means something. I know the FB, well, and the C, come to think of it. This one might be garbage, like total garbage. The only other ones I'm aware of anywhere around here are on Tom's dual quad poly setup, and I don't think he wants me parting those out. More spray, I guess. Oh yeah. This is unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. That piston in the middle just isn't willing to budge. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera off and fight this thing for a while. We'll see what happens. All right, it's definitely still junk, but I did get the primary blades to open. They don't really close afterward. Oh, don't do that. Oh, the linkage is free, that's good. It's got a big whiff of tree sap for some reason. My New Yorker sat in a yard in Western Washington for decades. And that carburetor never seized like this. Never had any issues at all, in fact. Got the secondaries working. They're actually vacuum controlled on this. The primaries are still sticky. It moves, but that's not great. I don't want to hang this thing wide open. That would be not good. One forever later, we've got this. Yay! I'm so excited. Moving on. Pulling out the world's most ancientest 6-volt battery, which also happens to be giant. I pulled the hold down off, and for some reason, half of the hardware fell down there into a dark hole where I will never recover it from. 60% of the time, it works every time. Thank you. Oh yeah, I wanted to point this out. It's a chunk of like jean material, and it's sitting under the power steering pump, which, if you haven't noticed, is bolted onto the back of the generator. Anyway, I guess there's a leak. Here's a terrible look at Chrysler's original power steering gearbox. Oh, cloth wiring. How I love cloth wiring. Hey, there's a shiny new American-made voltage regulator on here. I brought options for power. That is your standard cruising model 6-volt battery. Of course, this car, being a 55, is wired 6-volt positive ground, so that's fun. Usually when I'm reviving something like this, I rip most of the electronic stuff off and I swap to 12 volts. But I'm not, emotionally prepared to do that in this case. I'm gonna slap this battery in and see what happens. If we need a boost, I do have a 12-volt jump box. Huh. Something somewhere in the car is on. It's the brake lights. I don't know if that's a good sign or not. Oh boy, signs of life. The amp gauge dropped. You can't really tell, but both headlights are lit up. That's very exciting. Both parking lights work too. I'm about ready to just hit the key and see if the starter will turn this engine over. Before I do that, I want to discuss something. There is a 100%